a team so elite that every member was handpicked from SEAL. Team 6, masters of their craft, the best of the best. But why was such a unit created? The answer is simple: to test the security of the United States. Yet the tests they conducted pushed boundaries so far that many questioned where evaluation ended and where dangerous criminal behavior began. At the center of this story stands Richard Marcinko, a man whose life constantly blurred the line between heroism and rebellion. On the surface, Marcinko appeared to be a legendary commander, the founding father of SEAL Team 6, a charismatic figure whose tough persona made him a household name. But beneath the swagger and bravado lay a man surrounded by contradiction, controversy, and a legacy still debated long after his death. Born in 1940 in the coal mining town of Lansford, Pennsylvania, Marcinko grew up amid poverty and limited opportunity. In his memoir Rogue Warrior, he wrote candidly about how generations of his family lived and died in the mines without ever escaping the cycle. Determined not to share their fate, he dropped out of high school, which initially narrowed his military prospects. Rejected by the Marines for lacking a diploma, he eventually enlisted in the Navy at 18, setting in motion a career that would reshape American special operations. Marcinko thrived in pressure. In Vietnam, serving with SEAL Team 2 beginning in 1967, he quickly built a reputation for bold and aggressive operations. His actions earned him 4 Bronze Stars, a Silver Star, and a Vietnamese Cross of Gallantry. He even claimed the Viet Cong placed a bounty on his head, a testament, in his eyes, to his ruthless effectiveness. "I'm good at war," he famously declared, frustrated that military bureaucracy kept him from doing even more damage. His defining opportunity came after the failed 1980 Iran hostage rescue mission, Operation Eagle Claw, a national humiliation that exposed severe weaknesses in American counterterrorism capabilities. Marcinko didn't sugarcoat it, calling the operation a humongous goat fuss. In response, the Navy tasked him with creating a new counterterrorism unit. That unit became SEAL Team 6. Even the name was part of Marcinko's psychological strategy. At the time, only 2 SEAL teams existed, but he chose 6 to mislead Soviet intelligence into thinking the US possessed more elite units than it did. Deception, misdirection, and psychological warfare became hallmarks of his leadership, extending far beyond combat and into the culture of the team itself. Under Marcinko, SEAL Team 6 earned a reputation for being both extraordinarily capable and notoriously undisciplined. He cultivated a hard-drinking, rule-breaking culture, insisting it built the loyalty and toughness required for special operations. "If a recruit couldn't hang with me on a night out," he said, he didn't belong on my team. Critics within the Navy were alarmed, arguing that Marcinko's leadership made the unit resemble a rogue brotherhood more than a disciplined military command. Marcinko, however, believed unconventional missions demanded unconventional warriors. Journalists and veterans who served with him paint a complex portrait. Investigative reporter Matthew Cole noted that Marcinko's memoir exaggerated many exploits, turning them into near-mythical tales. Others criticized his willingness to overlook misconduct within his ranks, keeping incidents in-house instead of following protocol. Marcinko valued loyalty above all else, and that loyalty sometimes led to dangerous autonomy. In 1984, after 3 turbulent years commanding SEAL Team 6, Marcinko was assigned to create Red Cell, a secretive unit designed to test US military security through simulated terrorist attacks. Marcinko embraced the mission with zeal. Red Cell routinely infiltrated secure bases, boarded naval ships, and exposed vulnerabilities that stunned military leadership. Their success was so complete and so embarrassing that Marcinko began accumulating powerful enemies. By 1989, Marcinko found himself charged and later convicted of defrauding the US government in a contracting scheme involving hand grenades. He received a 21-month prison sentence Marcinko insisted the prosecution was retaliation for humiliating senior commanders during Red Cell operations. Admiral James Lyons, who supported Red Cell, acknowledged Marcinko's talents, but noted his tendency to push too far, sometimes dangerously so. Even legal trouble couldn't dim Marcinko's larger-than-life persona. After prison, he reinvented himself as an author, speaker, consultant, and media figure. His bestseller Rogue Warrior cemented him as a pop culture icon, but though critics argued later books drifted into comic book territory. His character even appeared in a 2009 video game, Rogue Warrior, voiced by Mickey Rourke, famously derided as one of the worst games ever released. Yet the brand of Dick Marcinko endured, spanning novels, radio shows, and a surprising line of tequila. Still, Marcinko's legacy remains deeply complicated. Today's SEAL Team 6 is renowned for professionalism, discipline, and precise execution, most notably the 2011 mission that killed Osama bin Laden. This polished reputation contrasts sharply with the chaotic, rebellious environment Marcinko originally fostered. Critics argue his leadership style encouraged recklessness and tarnished the unit's early image. Supporters counter that Marcinko's unorthodox methods were exactly what the post-Vietnam Cold War era demanded. Marcinko embodied a fundamental tension within special operations. Do extraordinary results justify extraordinary rule-breaking? His career never delivered a simple answer. The same boldness that made him effective also created controversy. The same audacity that built elite units also led to scandal in prison. Richard Marcinko died on December 25, 2021, at age 81. In the wake of his passing, tributes and criticisms resurfaced in equal measure. Teammates praised his courage and innovative mindset. Detractors highlighted his strained relationship with authority and flair for self-mythologizing. Ultimately, Marcinko's life reveals a man shaped by extremes, brilliance and chaos, loyalty and defiance, victory and downfall. His influence on American special operations is undeniable. Yet he remains an enigma, forever straddling the line between legend and controversy, leaving future generations to debate where Richard Marcinko truly fits in the story of America's elite warriors. Marcinko's life is a testament to the tension between legend and reality. A man who carved his own path in the world of elite special forces, only to find that the very qualities that made him successful also led to his downfall. His story is a reminder that true greatness often requires breaking boundaries. But it's also a reminder of the personal costs involved in such audacity. As the Navy's SEAL Team 6 has evolved into one of the most elite military units in the world, Marcinko's influence is still felt. His boldness and defiance, his willingness to push the envelope, and his ultimate belief that the ends justified the means. But as we reflect on his legacy, we must ask ourselves, does the ends ever truly justify the means? Was Marcinko a hero who sacrificed for the greater good, or a man whose ego and disregard for authority led him down a dangerous path? The story of Richard Marcinko is far from finished. His place in history will always be debated. One thing is certain though, he will never be forgotten. His story lives on in the shadows of every mission carried out by SEAL Team 6, in the legacy of innovation, defiance, and excellence that continues to shape America's Special Operations Forces. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of military legends, unfiltered stories, and untold histories. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.